Oh. Well, here she is, folks. It is Tuesday. I got it on Friday. I'm at like 78 miles. I don't know. We'll see here in a second. But what I haven't done is I haven't messed with my settings yet, and I really need to do that. Especially the lock configurations, the lighting, that kind of stuff. I figure if anyone ever needs to change it, you know, hopefully this video will help them out a little bit. So again, this is the 22 Honda Civic Sport, and after having it for a couple days now, I'm trying to think of what we can do to it until the hatch comes out. I have a couple ideas. Let me know what you guys think we might be able to do to this thing. Now I know there's no parts out for it right now except for OEM and mods for horsepower. I'm not doing any of that. So, just a couple little cosmetic things I think we're going to look for. Maybe even some wheels, I don't know. Because the wheels we could put on the hatchback. In my 17 I had the factory wheels, but I had them repowder coated, and I was actually thinking about maybe doing the same kind of thing to these, but I don't know. But it's about to get dark, so let's get to doing these settings. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to hit the home button here, and this is what we're going to use. We're going to use this wheel to move it around, push it down to select what we need to select, and let's get started here. So first thing we're going to start on is range and fuel. Obviously everybody knows what that is. Speed and time. So you can do elapsed times. Looks like you can do average speeds. You can probably do all kinds of stuff with it. Quarter mile, half mile, mile. So you mess with that. I'll mess with that a little bit, and maybe we'll give it a rip and see what I can actually do. So to go back, we're gonna hit home. Seat belts. So this will be really good if you have kids. You can tell if they unhook their seat belt or not. Other than that, I don't really see a good use for it. Maintenance, obviously, you know, that's normal. Oil life. Safety support. So this looks like you can turn off and on your lane support and your road departure mitigation and your collision mitigation braking system. I have turned off the road departure mitigation just because I don't like it. I really don't like the collision mitigation either, but for safety reasons I'm going to leave that one on. So this is the one we're going to spend the most time in, is settings. So we'll scroll down. TPMS calibration, don't need to mess with that unless the TPMS light is on. MS light that is your tire pressure sensor. It's an orangish yellow round punctuation point with the squiggly lines underneath it. That means you need air in your tires. This, you can recalibrate it to see if you really do or not. My 17 model used to flash it every once in a while. It did it at the beginning, probably the first 2 years I had it, and then after that it never did it again. Driver assist system setup, forward collision warning distance. So it goes from short, normal, long. So short, normal, and long. We'll leave it at normal. ACC forward vehicle detect beep. That is off. I think we're gonna leave that off. Road departure mitigation settings, I turned that off. Looks like it is on warning only anyway. Lane keeping assist suspended beep, I turned that off, so we don't even need to worry about that. Traffic sign recognition system display setting, let's check that out here. That is on. Traffic sign recognition system exceeding speed warning. Actually, okay, so that is the one that if you exceed your speed, it blinks or whatever. It'll have right in here under your miles per hour, it'll have the speed limit sign and what the speed limit is on the road you're on. I know a lot of other cars have that as well. And that is on. I think I'll leave that on for now just because, well, you know what? I'm going to turn that off because I'm not going on any trips with this car for the time that I have it, so there's really no point in that. Driver attention monitor is off. We're gonna leave that off too. And that's it for that setting, or that menu. So we did that and we did that. So meter setup. language selection. Obviously I need English, I don't need to change that. Adjust outside temperature display. Okay, so you can change it from Fahrenheit to Celsius plus. That's pretty cool. Trip A, reset timing. Okay, that's easy. Trip B, adjust alarm volume. Looks like we have low, mid, and high. I'm gonna leave it on mid, where I don't really want to make my neighbors mad. They used to get really mad with my exhaust on my old car. Fuel efficiency, backlight. Yeah, we'll leave that on. Rear seat reminder. No, I definitely don't want that on. I would probably never have anybody in the back seat. But if you have kids, you should probably turn that on. Speed distance units. So kilometers, miles. So if you ever need to change it, that's how you do it. I know sometimes we get a lot of Canadian cars at work where they're in kilometers and we have to change them to miles. So other than that, you should never have to mess with that unless you want to. Tachometer. Oh. On, off. Oh, so you can turn the tach off if you want. I like mine on. Alright, that's all for that menu. Keyless access setup. Door unlock mode. Driver's door only. All doors. And we're going to leave it at driver's door only because I will most likely be the only person in the car. Keyless access light flash. On, off. So that is when you hit your alarm and your four ways go off. We'll leave that on. Keyless access beep. So that is when you do something with your key fob. Remote start systems. We're going to leave that on as well. It is extremely hot here right now in Pennsylvania. So I want that AC kicking. I'm actually sweating really bad right now. It's 94 degrees and I'm sweating my butt off. I don't have the AC on because of making this video. You wouldn't be able to hear me. Alright, looks like we're done with that menu there. Light setup. Auto beam on. Yeah, we'll leave auto beam on. Interior light dim time. 15 seconds, 30 seconds, and 60 seconds for that. We're going to leave it at 30 seconds. Headlight auto off timer. 15 seconds, 30 seconds, and 60 seconds. We're going to leave it at, or 0 seconds, but we're going to leave it at 15. Auto light sensitivity. Minimal, low, mild, high, and max. We're gonna leave it at mid. Auto headlight on with wiper on. Yeah, we'll leave it on. That's fine. All right, looks like that's it for that menu. Keyless access setup. Door unlock mode. Driver door only. All doors. We're just gonna do driver door only. Again, I'll be the only one in the car, mostly. Door setup off. Shift from park. With vehicle speed, we'll go shift from park. Auto door unlock. All doors when ignition switched off. Off. All doors when shift to park. All doors when driver's door opens. Let's stick with all doors when ignition is switched off. Key and remote unlock mode. Driver's door. All doors. Again, we'll stick with the driver's door on that. Walk away unlock. This is the one I really like. We're going to leave that on. I really enjoy that. It's probably one of the best features in this, on all these cars. Keyless lock answer back. We'll leave that on. Keyless remote power window control. Means you can put your windows down by holding the button on your key fob. I'll show you how to do that here in a minute. Lockout prevention. We're going to leave that on as well. And that's it for that menu. Maintenance reset we're not going to mess with, and you can set everything back to default. Alright, well, it looks like that's it for the settings, and then we have custom display. So okay, so it looks like you can turn the range and fuel off, speed and time, driver attention, which I have already turned off, but all these other ones you cannot turn off. They have to stay there. And then you can have nothing at all. And warnings, you can click that to check if you have any warning lights, and there are none. All right, so we'll go back to the range and fuel, so that's where I'm going to keep it, and I'm getting out of this hot car. All right, so I don't know if you can see it, but I'm sweating really bad from sitting in the car. So, all right, let me show you. So if you don't know how to do this, this is how you do it. Unlock 3 times and hold on the 3rd time. And it'll put all your windows down. Obviously the backs will only go down as far as they let you. Now I wish there was a way to get it to go up, but there isn't. Like to hold the locks, that'd be cool. Another thing to do is when you want to remote start the car, all you have to do, some people say you gotta do it 3 times. I don't agree, and I'll show you why. So this is how you remote start it. You hit the lock 1 time and hold the 3/4 circle. Wait for it to flash and you can take your finger off and it'll start. Alright, so I want you guys to let me know what mod you think we can do to this thing before we get the Sport hatchback. I have a couple things in mind. That are pretty inexpensive that we can do to this thing to make it look just a little bit cooler while the time that I have it. So expect those coming. A couple of other videos with the car. I'm really excited to get the hatchback. Can't wait. I'm ready to get back into a manual. It's been so long since I've been in a manual car. I'm ready to get back to it. Having the FK7 and modding it as much as I did, like I really wish it would have been manual. That's what I'm hoping to do to the 11th gen hatch. Obviously there's nothing going to be out for it for at least 6 months to a year. I know PRL already has an intake pipe ready, so that's in development, so that's pretty cool. But I'm looking forward to getting the hatchback. I'm actually looking forward to driving this a little more because I'm actually enjoying it. If you made it this far to the end of the video, please subscribe and like it, and make sure to come back for more 11th gen Civic content because I have plenty more coming. And as always, see you in the next one.